There are so many people around us who seem to have cracked the formula for success, and abundance just flows into their life with so much ease and joy. Do you wish to be like them and move from struggle to success and from failure to favor? It's possible for all of us to be successful and prosperous, and all we need to do is to understand the science and spirituality influencing the results we attract in life. Hi, this is Sabine and welcome to my channel Rise and Shine, the Life Improvement Show. In my last week's video, I said that building a strong foundation is the first step in our manifesting journey. So today I'm going to talk about all the different elements that go into creating that perfect environment that helps us attract what we want in life rather than what we do not want. All manifesting theories and laws revolve around a central theme or a character, most commonly referred to as the universe. The labels that we use to describe this are not important. Theology and science both agree that there is a divine intelligence, a higher power that is responsible for creating the entire world and managing its affairs. So if I had to explain what the universe is, this is how I would do it. The universe is invisible, indestructible, and infinite. It is an inconceivably huge ocean of energy, and everything that has ever been created has been created by this energy. And because we all come from the same source, we are all connected to it, and we are connected to the rest of the creation as well. And this is why you will hear most, in fact all spiritual teachers say that we are energy beings vibrating at a certain speed. And this is backed by science as well. So when we talk about attracting to us what we want in life, what we are aiming to do is to plug into the source energy. All the laws of nature that we hear about are the laws that have been put in place by the universe. And these laws are the system through which the universe, amongst other things, determines our rewards and retribution. So we should know how to play by the rules to avoid getting penalized and to stay in harmony with the source. If we get a hang of these laws and our role in the whole scheme of things, we can operate from a much higher level of consciousness. Because human beings tend to rely more on their five senses to experience life, most of us either ignore or undermine the importance of the non-physical world. So try and become more receptive to the energy of the spiritual world, because it is when we truly understand the forces of nature working behind the scenes that we can become good at manifesting and to achieve phenomenal results. So whatever we manifest in life is a result of co-creation. On one side we have the creator, on the other side we have the creation. And there is a constant interaction, a two-way communication that is going on between these two parties. And it is the quality of this interaction that ultimately determines the quality of our life. Well, now that we understand a little bit more about the universe and energy, a lot of us may dismiss the whole idea as spirituality. And most of us are not spiritual, which is absolutely fine. But for all those non-spiritual, logical people out there, the good news is that this is all backed by science as well. And this brings us to the subject of quantum physics. I was never good at physics, and it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. I wish instead of studying Newtonian physics like the law of gravity, we were taught about quantum physics. Because knowing how quantum physics operates in our life can increase our capacity to attract and sustain positive results. Because quantum physics tells us that energy is the common denominator. It is energy that keeps us all connected to each other and connected to the universe. So while Newtonian physics is the science of the physical world, quantum physics is the science of the intangible world. It explains to us the behavior of tiny particles and waves that make up what appears to us as solid matter. These tiny particles that are invisible to the naked eye vibrate at certain frequencies, which means that they are in constant motion. What appears to us as solid is actually energy particles that are moving very, very close to each other. So it is all about looking at the tangible world from a totally different perspective. And because the universal laws are also operating in the non-physical domain, understanding the concept of energy gives us confidence in these laws. I strongly encourage all those who are watching to read more about quantum physics, because it will totally change the way you look at things forever. Science and theology agree that everything physical originates from the non-physical. As human beings and as energy beings, we operate in both worlds simultaneously. Therefore, we must understand the rules and the requirements of both the worlds in order to become good at manifesting. So as energy beings, if we want to attract something to us, we must vibrate at the same frequency as the object of our desire. If we are not at that frequency, we will still attract and draw in things, people, circumstances that match our current frequency. So the process of attraction never really stops. We keep attracting, but our point of attraction keeps changing depending on our own vibration. So let's move to the next step of the foundation. How do we create an environment that helps us attract more and better? An environment where energy has the potential to be in very high vibration. The way we set the mood of the universe is through our own actions and our own attitude. Most of us are aware of the concept of karma. It is nothing but the accountability of our actions. But the important thing to understand here is why there is so much emphasis on karma and how does it affect manifesting. If we understand the spiritual principles that write our destiny, we know that what is happening to us today is a consequence of something we must have done. But the connection between our actions and our circumstances is not always so direct. It's not like we do something today, something good or bad, and we get the reward or the punishment for it right away. The timing and the manner in which the universe responds is entirely up to its discretion. So the connection between each and every action is not obvious. The main thing here to understand is that we are communicating and we are sending out messages to the universe. And rest assured that the universe responds. I will use an analogy to explain the connection between karma and manifesting. We all maintain accounts with banks to manage our money. We deposit funds and we withdraw funds. End of the month, we know the net position of our balance. If the net balance is negative, it means that we have withdrawn more funds than what we deposited. And we owe money to the bank. Not only do we need to repay the money back to the bank, they will charge us an additional amount of interest. And that is the price we have to pay for using the bank's funds. On the other hand, if the net balance is positive, it means that we deposited more funds, and the bank will pay us an additional amount in the form of interest as a reward for allowing it to use our funds. And this is exactly how karma works. When we are born, an account is opened for each one of us with the universe. Our good deeds are the deposits that make the karmic account grow. Our negative actions are the withdrawals. If the net effect is positive, we reap the benefits. But if negative karmic energies supersede, we have to pay the price in some form of future suffering. The takeaway here is that all accounts will be settled. We either do it willingly or the universe will do it for us, and it may do it in ways that we may not find so pleasant. This is a very simplistic model. In real life, the balancing does not take place at any predetermined time. We are not given the statement of account to show us the credits and the debits in our karmic account. This is an ongoing process, and it ends only when we die. In the interim, we are given results from time to time, but this is solely at the discretion of the universe. What's important here is to understand, and what we should be concerned about, is that we should keep making those deposits in our karmic account, so that our net worth keeps increasing. And if we keep putting in the good work, the universe will reward us in unexpected ways. Another important thing to bear in mind is that the universe is a very loving and a very benevolent energy. At times, it may take our karmic deposits and use them to reduce our karmic debt. And it does so in order to prevent something really bad from happening to us. So sometimes, if we do not manifest exactly what we set our intention on, it does not mean that something good is not happening for us. If our overall karmic energy is strong and positive, good fortune will come to us in many different ways, including prevention of major disasters, disease, accidents, and so on. Remember that some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. So keep making those deposits and grow your savings because they can come in handy anytime. So how do we clean our karma and break the negative karmic cycles? The first and perhaps the most difficult way of cleaning up our karma is through forgiveness. If we hold on to painful memories, the negative feelings associated with those memories also stay alive and fresh in our mind. If we do not release these feelings through forgiveness, they find a very comfortable home in our subconscious. And because we attract through our subconscious mind, we attract more negative experiences into our life. But if we choose to forgive the person, then we break that negative karmic cycle. There are, however, some common misconceptions about forgiveness that I want to clarify here. Forgiving someone does not mean that we need to resume our relationship with them. It doesn't mean that we need to trust them again or communicate with them again. In fact, the person that you forgive may not even be aware that you have forgiven them. It simply means that we do not wish to stay entangled with them here. We want to release all those negative feelings associated with the experience. So we take the lesson, we forget the experience, and we close a karmic account in order to end the energy exchange right there. And perhaps the easiest way of strengthening our karmic account is through random acts of kindness. No Herculean tasks are required. Simple things like feeding the poor, helping someone in need, without expecting anything in return, can have monumental impact. Prayer also has the power to transcend negative karmic cycles. We connect and we communicate directly with the source, taking ownership for our actions, seeking divine favors and mercy. It involves a commitment to positive change and a resolve to live a more responsible life, hence weakening our negative energies and emotions. Remember that the universe doesn't want you to suffer. So whatever the source and the reason for your pain may be, extract the lesson from the experience and forget the experience itself. The more we hold on to negative and low vibration emotions such as self-pity, doubt, guilt, anger, jealousy, the heavier our karmic debt becomes. If you want a comprehensive guide on intentional manifestation, please do check out my book, Kun Fayakun, The Divine Decree. It's available on Amazon for only $14.95. The book covers everything we talk about on this channel and so much more. Please do share your thoughts and your feedback in comments down below. It would be great if you like and share this video with family and friends who may also find it helpful. To get instant notification for new videos, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will catch you guys next week.